In the heart of a bustling city, there was a magical place called Sunny Park. It was a peaceful oasis where the grass was always green and the trees stretched their leafy branches high into the sky. Birds chirped, butterflies fluttered, and the sun shone brightly, making everything sparkle. This was where Scamp lived, a little squirrel with a big personality and an even bigger sense of adventure. Sunny Park was enormous, filled with rolling hills, shady spots under tall trees, and winding paths perfect for exploring. Everywhere you looked, there was something new to discover, hidden nooks, colorful flowers, and the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze. Scamp was a little squirrel, but his tail was so big and bushy that it looked like a fluffy cloud following him wherever he went. He was curious and playful, always eager to climb the tallest trees or leap from branch to branch. But what Scamp loved most was spending time with his very best friend, Nutty. The two of them were inseparable, always finding new games to play and new places to explore together. Nutty was smaller than Scamp, but she was quick as a flash, darting through the grass and up the trees with her bright, shiny eyes, always searching for the next adventure. She was clever and brave, and she made Scamp laugh with her silly antics. Every morning, just as the sun peeked over the rooftops, Scamp and Nutty would meet by the biggest oak tree in the park. It was their special meeting spot, where they would greet each other with squeaks and twitching tails. They loved to chase each other around down the branches, sometimes they would race to see who could reach the last branch first. After their games in the trees, they would scamper across the soft grass, tiny claws making little clicking sounds on the smooth pavement. They would dash past flower beds, leap over rocks, and sometimes stop to watch the ducks swimming in the pond. For Scamp and Nutty, Sunny Park was more than just a place where every day was a new adventure waiting to happen. One day, Scamp and Nutty decided to explore. They went beyond the edge of the park into the city. Tall buildings reached up to the sky. Cars zoomed past on busy streets. It was a little scary, but very exciting. They met other squirrels, city squirrels with sleek coats. They learned new games like dodging pigeons in the square. They even saw a man juggling shiny balls. Scamp and Nutty went back to Sunny Park. It was time for dinner with Scamp's family. Mama Squirrel had found juicy berries. Papa Squirrel had acorns, his cheeks bulging. Baby squirrels tumbled and played. Scamp and Nutty told stories about the city. Mama Squirrel smiled. "It's good to have adventures," she said, "but it's best to be home with family." The next morning, as the sun peeked over the tall city buildings and the streets began to fill with the sounds of honking cars and chattering people, Scamp the Squirrel woke up to a wonderful surprise. His tiny nose twitched as he caught a whiff of something absolutely mouth-watering drifting through the air. It was a smell unlike any other he'd ever sniffed before. Sweet, warm, and inviting, making his tummy rumble with excitement. Scamp's curiosity was instantly piqued, and he just had to find out where that delicious scent was coming from. Guided by his nose, Scamp scampered along the sidewalk, weaving between people's shoes and hopping over cracks in the pavement. The city was bustling with activity. Buses zoomed by, bicycles whizzed past, and people hurried in every direction. But Scamp was determined, following the irresistible aroma, until he reached a busy street lined with shops and benches. There, on a bench near the curb, sat a little girl with a big chocolate chip cookie in her hands. She took a bite, and Scamp watched as crumbs tumbled down, landing softly on the ground below her feet. The cookie crumbs sparkled in the morning light, looking like tiny treasures scattered across the sidewalk. Scamp's eyes grew wide with longing. He could almost taste the sweet, crumbly treat just by looking at it. Scamp wanted those crumbs more than anything. His little paws itched to grab them, but there was a problem. The street between him and the crumbs was packed with cars, bikes, and people rushing by. It seemed impossible to cross safely. He hesitated on the edge of the sidewalk, his heart pounding as he watched the busy street. The noise and movement made him nervous, and he wasn't sure what to do next. Just then, Nutty, Scamp's best friend, spotted him from across the street. Nutty waved his tiny paw and called out, "Don't worry, Scamp! I'll help you!" Without a second thought, Nutty dashed into action. He zipped between spinning bicycle wheels, leaped over a rolling skateboard, and darted around people's feet, moving as quick as a flash. With a swift leap, Nutty snatched up a big cookie crumb and, clutching it tightly, raced back across the street, dodging every obstacle in his path until he reached Scamp's side. The two friends sat together on a quiet bench, sharing the sweet treat. As they nibbled the crumb, they felt happy and grateful, not just for the tasty cookie, but for the adventure and for having each other in the big, busy city. As the golden sun dipped lower in the sky, Scamp and Nutty scampered through the soft grass, their laughter echoing through the park. They darted between the trees, chasing each other in playful circles, their tiny paws barely making a sound on the earth. The world seemed to slow down just for them, and every moment felt magical as the sky turned shades of orange and pink. When the last rays of sunlight faded, the two friends decided to climb their favorite tree, the tallest one in Sunny Park. Up and up they went, leaping from branch to branch, until they reached the very top. From there, they could see the whole park spread out below them, and the city stretching far into the distance. As night fell, the city lights began to twinkle like 1,000 tiny stars. The gentle breeze rustled the leaves around them, and the world below seemed peaceful and calm. Scamp and Nutty sat side by side, taking in the breathtaking view, feeling like they were on top of the world. "The city is fun," said Scamp, his eyes shining with excitement. "But it's even better with a friend by your side." Nutty grinned, his heart full of happiness, knowing that adventures are always brighter when shared. Nutty nodded in agreement, his tail flicking with joy. "Friends help each other," he replied, "and make every day special." They remembered all the times they had helped one another, from finding acorns to cheering each other up. As the moon rose high above the city, the two friends snuggled close together on their favorite branch. The soft glow of the moonlight made them feel warm and safe, no matter how big the world seemed. Looking out over the sparkling city, Scamp and Nutty knew that as long as they had each other, any adventure was possible. The future felt bright and full of promise, and they couldn't wait to see what tomorrow would bring. And honestly, nothing in the world was better than sharing every moment, every adventure, and every dream with a true friend by your side.